welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you're new here, hi, I'm FEARSONA. You can call me Sona, and I'm your friendly neighborhood true crime VTuber here to give you full body chills. Can you guys hear me? Yeah, you can hear me. Never mind. For a moment, I thought I didn't turn on my microphone, which would have been terrible because I did my intro flawlessly for once. But hello. I would just like yes, never mind. Never mind. My intro is not flawless. Never mind. Ignore me. Okay, I would like to let you know that man, I'm really, the moment I said that it was flawless, it just went down the hill. But hi Sona. Hey, Ray reporting for duty. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hi, thank you so much for being here. How is your Christmas? How are your holidays, you guys? I mean, whether or not you celebrate Christmas, maybe you're not celebrating Christmas, but I hope you're having a great time and you know, just relaxing time. I hope you can relax, you can rest a little bit. You know, just take in the festive atmosphere. Okay, I would like to let you guys know that this is the last stream of 2024. I know that on my schedule there was another stream planned for tomorrow, but I do have a lot of things to do before my trip, because I have a flight on the 28th, so on Saturday, and I do have to prepare for that, and I have more things to do than I thought. So, and yeah, you know, just don't wanna like scramble everything. Yeah, so I want to take my time with, you know, packing and everything. So this is the last stream of 2024. Thank you so much for being here with me to say goodbye, say farewell to 2024 with the story of a demon. Let's talk about it. I guess we'll see you next year. Yeah, you guys will see me next year. I'll be back on the 4th. I believe on the 4th of January. So the next stream is gonna be 4th of January, most likely. Aya, hey, thank you so much for being here. And Jamie, hello. Kanta, hi. Melissa, hello. Demon Taker, welcome. AMP, hi. Good morning, Sona, and everyone. Hey. And Steven, hello. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for tuning in to see, for being a tuna and tuning in to see the last stream of 2024. Jennifer, welcome. And DJ Kid, hi. And Leadfiend, hello. If the demon is from Dover, is it British? No, it's not. It's Dover, Massachusetts. It's not Dover in the UK. It's Dover, Massachusetts. Does anyone else find the name Massachusetts kind of fun to pronounce? I really like pronouncing Massachusetts. Massachusetts. I can't spell it. I need Grammarly for that, but but I can pronounce it, and I like pronouncing it, Massachusetts. I like saying Mississippi. Oh yeah, Mississippi is fun to say too. I hate Massachusetts. What? Why? But the name is so fun to pronounce. Massachusetts. Hello, Sona, our tuna-obsessed detective. Hey, I'm sorry, that's not true. I'm Mothman butt obsessed. I will remember this life forever. Please do. Massachusetts. The live where I revealed that I love pronouncing Massachusetts and kept pronouncing Massachusetts. And I'm gonna be saying Massachusetts a lot in the stream. It's like the same thing with Hollywood. Oh yeah. Yeah, now that I think about it, like there's quite a few names that, they're fun to pronounce. And you know, like, oh, the names sound nice, but then you try to spell them and you're like, oh shit. What did I do at school all this time? Okay, but to be fair, I was learning how to spell Polish cities and in Polish, and those can be tricky sometimes. I have a long drive ahead, gonna listen to this on the way. Hey Chris, thank you so much, and you know, be careful while driving. Yeah, just don't look at your phone, just listen, just enjoy the podcast format. The time to tax has come. Hey, Taxman, hello, welcome. Massachusetts is a wild name. Yeah, you have to like, yeah, there's like double S's and then T's and then something else. Massachusetts. But I love saying it. Massachusetts. I love that we have a coming Georgia. Huh? Excuse me? Wait, you have, this is a place in Georgia? That bit Georgia. Oh my god. Doriko, hi! Hi everyone, did I miss anything important? No, you didn't. You didn't miss anything because this is just the intro, and I'm messing up my intro as per usual, as per tradition. So yeah, and this time I'm just hooked on Massachusetts. I like Mississippi because it sounds like Miss I-Sippy. Mississippi. I-Sippy. No, but Mississippi is such a nice name. Yeah. Anthony, hi. Hello, and I'm Classic Sonic. Hi, how are you doing? Well, I'm doing quite well. I'm excited for this. You know what? I'm excited for this. I think someone else, like someone suggested it in the comments. And that's how I discovered the Dover Demon. And boy, it's a wild ride. It's a wild story, and just, make yourself comfortable, get ready, get a hot beverage, get a snack, just turn off your lights and shut the doors and shut the windows, because you never know, the Dover Demon might sneak into your room. No, not really. Dover Demon likes roads and forests and apparently stone walls. But yeah, and cars. Oh, and cars. It likes cars. Okay. I have no clue about this demon. Yeah, it's not, because I didn't know this existed. It's one of those like lesser known cryptids from this very specific area, from one town, right? Like Point Pleasant, West Virginia has Mothman. And this one is like specifically from Dover, Massachusetts. And yeah, and it all happened within 48 hours. Yeah, there were 3 sightings within 48 hours in 1977. So I'm gonna talk about that. Before we jump into the case, I just wanted to, because it's the last stream of 2024, I just wanted to acknowledge like how much we've achieved, how much the channel has achieved this year. It's thanks to you guys, obviously. But we are at 135, almost 36,000 subscribers, which is insane. I never thought I would reach this point. I never thought I would cross like 100k, 10,000k, like 10,000, 10,000k, yes, 10k, 50k, then it was 70k, and then 100k, and now it's like 136 almost, which is incredible. Thank you so much, you guys, for for giving my channel a chance, stopping by, watching the streams, watching videos, and figuring, hey, like this is actually pretty interesting, let me subscribe. That's an interesting concept, so I appreciate it. And yeah, what the hell is behind fear? Oh yeah, well, what do you mean? What do you mean? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you mean. There's nothing behind me. Ignore it. Ignore it, it's gonna go away. It looks like a walking meatball. Hey, kind of. But yeah, thank you so much, you guys, for for subscribing, for all the memberships that you've gifted to the community, for all the memberships that you paid for, right? Like you joined the membership and you stayed around. Thank you so much. Special thanks to my Patreon members. For some of you guys have been a Patreon member for I don't know, a year, 2 years, like it's constantly. So you've supported this channel for a long time, and that allows me to keep creating, keep researching cases, keep coming back to you with a new story. So thank you so much. And yeah, I think I'm proud of the channel. I mean, I'm definitely proud of the channel, and I will promise you that I'll do my best in 2025 too, and hopefully I can improve. I can improve the content, I can improve my channel. And yeah, I'm excited for a new design, because we have a new VTuber design coming, new VTuber model, some upgrades for sure. So some 3D debut, I guess, debut. I don't know how to pronounce that. Well, debut. But yeah, I'm gonna be debuting with a 3D model and a completely new design, so I'm excited for that. I'm for sure excited for that, and hopefully I can, I'm excited because I can, with 3D, I can definitely like make the streams more dynamic, more exciting. I can do more things, and yeah, hopefully that's gonna make things more, you know, exciting for you guys too. Debbie debut, sure. But yeah, an exciting one, 3D and new model, yeah. If you are a Patreon member, you've probably seen it because I've shown, you know, my model, my new design in one of the Patreon streams. I guess a couple. I did show it in a couple of streams. So you guys over on Patreon, you already know what it looks like. And you've seen me creating the Mothman mascot too. Joshua, thank you so much for the super. Holy shit, Kanta, why? And Joshua, why? Guys, it's okay. Keep your money. Celebrate 2025. Glad I found your channel and Patreon. You're cool. Thank you so much, Joshua. And Kanta, holy shit. Get loved on Nerd. Here's to 2025. Let's get crazier. Why, you guys? You guys, it's okay. Thank you so much for the super. It's okay. It's okay. Like, spend that money on New Year's. It's fine. It's fine. It's great. But thank you so much. That's very, very generous. I appreciate it. I would just waste mine on lottery. What? But you might win like millions. You never know. You never know. There's that 1 in a bazillion chance that you will win the lottery. Who knows? Yeah, I'm very glad I subscribed to you, Sona. I still remember the first day I watched one of your videos and I thought you were cool and pretty. Thank you so much, Melissa. I appreciate it. Hey, Sona, do you remember the not deer? Well, yeah, I just talked about it this week or last week? No, last week. I talked about it on Sunday, right? Yeah, we talked about the not deer. So today it's also a not deer, but just like a very not deer. 2025 is going to be great. Yeah. Let's fingers crossed. Fingers crossed, because 2024 was also, Ketsuya, thank you so much for gifting 5 memberships. Jesus, I can't speak. But thank you so much for gifting 5 memberships. Congratulations to everyone who got the membership. You guys, please make sure to say thank you to Ketsuya and enjoy the membership. Hey, Ketsuya sharing the love. Exactly. Okay, so that's pretty much the summary of 2024. Whew. That's it. That was 2024. Thank you. Thank you. Goodbye. No, let's hope. You know what? Let's hope that 2025 is better. That's what I can hope. That's all I'm hoping for. 2025. I just want it to be good. I just want it to be peaceful. I just want it to be fun. I want it to be about, self-improvement, improving the content, enjoying the content. Like, first and foremost, I want to enjoy my content, which I do right now. But, like, there are days when I feel a slight burnout, when I feel like especially after, let's say, a series of true crime cases, I do feel pretty bad. Because I think about it and I do feel pretty down, but I still enjoy it. I still very much enjoy it, and I hope that 2025 is gonna be the same or even better. I just want to enjoy my content, stay passionate about my content, improve it, maybe do some interviews, maybe contact some people for interviews, like, people related to the case, or, like, I want to expand it. I definitely want to do something interesting, like more interesting for 2025. And it's we're like 1/4, 25%, closer to 2100, 22nd century. Well, I don't think I'm gonna be alive, but to see that, unless they invent altered carbon, then maybe, or like cryogenics, and then I'm gonna freeze myself and wake up to 22nd century. But I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be dead by then. I hope I'll do better and things will get better in 2025. But I'm sorry to hear that 2024 was tough for you, Melissa, but I do hope that 2025 is much, much better. And I hope that you're doing well, and you're gonna do well in 2025. I'm sure you're gonna do well. And I follow a lot of VTubers, but you are the first and only VTuber that I'm watching all the VODs and the stream from the start to end. Wow. Okay, thank you. Wow, thank you so much. No, I'm super glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear that. I hope that you guys, you know, like you enjoy the content, and yeah, like that's the thing. Like I want to present to you like an interesting case to you guys, so that you can watch the stream from start to finish and you know, like find out something, learn about something. Yeah, I started watching your channel when you were at 100k. Whoa, that's quite a while ago. 35k back. But yeah, it's super exciting, and I'm excited for 2025. Okay, that's it. I just wanted to say thank you. And now we can get to the case. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about some weird stuff. It was the spring of 1977 in the quiet town of Dover, Massachusetts, a place where nothing much ever happened, but we know when I say that, it means something definitely happened, and that something was super, super weird. Over the course of 48 hours, three separate witnesses, or three separate witness groups, because they were groups, it's not even like one person, like three people. It was like, oh, three groups of people encountered something extraordinary and unexplainable. Descriptions of this, whatever this thing that was hard to explain, varied slightly, but one thing remained consistent. This wasn't something from our world. Our story takes us back to April 21st, 1977, on a quiet road in Dover, Massachusetts. It's just after 10:30 p.m. and three teenagers, Bill Bartlett, Mike Mazoka, and Andy Brody. So the three of them are driving along Farm Street in Dover. Bill is at the wheel. He's driving, cruising through the dimly lit stretch of road when something unusual catches his eye. At first, it looks like an animal. You know, Bill thinks like, oh, this is probably a dog or a cat. Let me slow down so that I don't hit it. And this creature is crawling along this low stone wall on the left side of the road. And this is actually a picture of the location. Like the Farm Street still has that stone wall. Like it's still there. So this is the actual photo. And as the car's headlights illuminate the figure, Bill realizes that he's looking at something entirely out of the ordinary. The creature turns its head toward the light, revealing two enormous glassy eyes that shine like glowing orange marbles. So they are shining like glowing orange. The head is big and kind of egg-shaped or watermelon-shaped. Well, its body is smaller and spindly, almost like a baby's, but stretched out with these like disproportionately long arms and legs. The peach-colored skin is hairless and rough, as though made of wet sandpaper. And this creature is standing no more than 4 feet tall. That's why, you know, Bill then thinks like, oh, is this a child? Is this a human being? Like, is this just like a short person? What is going on? Because at first he thought like, oh, it's a dog or it's a cat. But then as they got closer, he was just like, oh, is this a person? And this creature, like as they got closer, it seems to clutch the rocks of the wall. So it's like sitting on that wall with elongated fingers, frozen in place, startled by the car's sudden intrusion. And Bill stares in disbelief, but before he can say a word, the car speeds past it. So another, you know, like his car just speeds past it and leaves this creature, this eerie creature, behind. When Bill finally drops off his friends and heads home, the encounter continues to bother him a lot. Because, like, I guess his friends did see something, but then they were just like, oh, no, it was just you. Like, we didn't really see anything in detail, right? Like, he was the only one that actually saw it. So Bill's father immediately notices that something is wrong as Bill walks through the door and he is visibly shaken. And after some coaxing, you know, from his father, he's just like, hey, what happened? Like, I thought you were out with friends. I thought you were having fun. Did something happen? Did you argue with them? Or, you know, does something like serious happen? Or scary, because you are scaring me right now. You're like white as a board, white as a wall. And, you know, like I'm how can I help? You know, the father is very concerned. So after some convincing, Will actually recounts the strange sighting, and he even sketches it right then and there, just to remember, like, right, because his memory is still fresh. He's just like, okay, let me just draw what I saw, because I can't describe it. This is what I saw. So this is the actual sketch that Bill made that night in 1977. And later, this is not over. That was just the first sighting at 10:30 p.m. because later that same night, another eerie encounter unfolded, this time involving 15-year-old John Baxter. It was nearing midnight, so it was an hour and a half after the first encounter, when John left his girlfriend's house, and on the south end of Miller Hill Road. Oh, sorry, I just skipped it a little bit. So he was walking towards Farm Street, and there's Miller Hill Road, and it just connects to Farm Street, so it's the same area, right? It's like, oh, Miller Hill kind of goes south to north, and then there's Farm Street, so it's connecting to Farm Street. That night was incredibly dark. There was no moon, like the clouds were thick, so it was very hard to see anything without a flashlight. And it was strangely quiet as he began to walk about a mile to his house. Around half an hour into the journey, Baxter noticed a figure in the distance heading toward him. And the figure was small, so it was like a pretty short person. And at first he thought that it might be from afar, like he thought it might be just a friend from the neighborhood. He was just like, oh yeah, probably, he probably went out, like he would usually go out for a walk at night. So it's very likely that it's him, the friend, right? So Baxter called out the name of the friend, but the person was quiet. And this little figure, like kept getting closer and closer. So both of them continued to approach each other until the figure stopped abruptly. Confused, John stopped also and instinctively asked, "Who's that?" Famous last words, by the way. He couldn't really make out this person's features. It was very dark. It was so dark that he could only make out like a vague shape of this person and just a dark figure, right? Baxter then took a step closer to this figure, and that's when the figure bolted swiftly to the left, down a shallow stream and to the opposite side of the bank. And at this point, something came over Baxter. It was a weird feeling, this strange feeling that told him to go after the creature and that he has to follow it to find out what exactly is it. Terrible idea, by the way. Terrible. Don't do that. That's how you get yourself killed. That's how you say your famous last words, and that's how you disappear in mysterious circumstances. And later, maybe you come back, but then you claim like, hey, I've been abducted by aliens and they dissected me, and then they put me back together and they have weird lasers. That's why I don't have any scars. Not that it happened to me, but it could, and that scares me. Don't go outside. It's scary outside. Stay home. Hey, I have a bad survival instinct, Baxter. Yeah, okay, then stay home. What if the aliens are hot though? No, just stay home. You got an ass? What? Maybe he just wanted to give the creature a hug. Sure, maybe he wanted... No, what? Man, you guys have zero survival skills. It's like zero survival skills. Yeah, you would get yourself killed. There's a chance. But Sona, it looks cuddly. No, don't touch a weird shadowy figure in the dark under the cover of the night. So just let's establish a rule. We do not give hugs to mysterious shadowy figures in the middle of nowhere, because that's how we die. Okay, so once Baxter crossed the stream, this gully, he stopped dead in his tracks, because about 30 feet away, perched on a rock near a tree, was something unlike anything he'd ever seen before. The creature's silhouette stood out against the night. Its feet seemed molded around the rock, and its body, oddly shaped and resembling a monkey's, was topped with a dark figure, like 8-shaped head. So it's kind of like not watermelon, but like, oh, kind of like an 8, right? And the eyes, those were the most characteristic. So 2 pale spots glowing like faintly in the center of its head, locked onto Baxter. Honestly, Baxter followed the creature thinking that it was actually a person playing some kind of weird prank on him, so he wanted to confront them and be like, hey, what the fuck are you doing? Like, don't do that. Like, you scared the shit out of me. And well, I mean, you scared me, but you could have scared someone, or this was dangerous. You were in the middle of the road. But as minutes ticked by, an unsettling feeling crept over John. His pulse quickened as he realized that this wasn't a prank or a simple animal sighting. It wasn't an animal. It wasn't a person. It was something far, far stranger. Unsure of, what this thing might do, John backed away slowly, his heart pounding. Once out of the woods, he sped down the road until he reached the intersection at Farm Street. So it was, as I said, it was like the Miller High Road that connects to Farm Street. So it was the same area as the previous sighting. Luckily, so he was still alone. He's still alone in the dark. And he's like, holy shit, I'm still far away from home. What do I do? And by some miracle, by a streak of luck, there was a car that was passing by this area, and they actually pulled over. John kind of waved them down, and he was clearly in distress, and this couple pulled over, and they offered him a ride home. So he was very lucky, because a lot of people would have just passed by. They wouldn't have stopped. But this couple stopped, and they took him in. But what if it was? If you got a chance, you got to take a shot, right? That is what it has led humans to evolve. I guess so, but at the same time, it's like, don't follow strange people into the woods at night. Because that you will, that's how you end up on Unsolved Mysteries. Don't turn around, walk away. Like, if the person didn't reply to you, if because first Baxter actually confronted this creature, right? Like, he was asking, who is that? Who is it? And the creature never responded. So that would tell me a lot. That would already tell me, like, hey, okay, well, this whoever this is or whatever this is, that doesn't want to be bothered. I don't want to end up on Unsolved Mysteries. So yeah, no. Yeah, fear. Yeah. Or get powers. That is not Marvel Comics or Marvel Universe. You don't get powers. You get murdered. You get murder. That's it. Oh, okay. So yeah, Baxter luckily managed to wave down a car, and the nice couple took him home. And safe at last, Baxter couldn't really shake the image of the strange creature, a sight that would haunt him for years to come. And as soon as he got home, Baxter actually made a quick sketch of what he saw, and here it is. This is actually John Baxter with his sketch and the sketch in question. And the earring sightings actually didn't end with John Baxter's encounter, because the very next night, on April 22nd, 15-year-old Abby Barham had her own brush with the unexplained. So this is, if you notice the sketch, by the way, it's very similar to the previous one, right? Like there was, wait, let me just go back. So this is the previous one. This one is the previous one, the first one from Bill Bartlett. And then we have the one from John Baxter. Same. And specifically the head, right? Like, oh, the head kind of shaped like a watermelon, or like a number 8, and then like, oh, eyes glowing, like big eyes that were glowing, and it's very, very similar to the previous one. It looks like a tree hugger. Well, maybe it was hugging trees. I don't know. What if it was actually a person? Like I'm kind of thinking, what if it was 1977? What if it was a person, an actual person with maybe some kind of condition, maybe some kind of, what do you call it? Like a deformity. And then they called them a monster, or they called them like a Dover demon. Like, that's so mean. What if it actually was a person? Don't be mean. Maybe it was like a old babushka, or you know, they yeah, like they get smaller, like in old age. We're all gonna get shorter. You're not gonna, you know, every single one of us is gonna get shorter as we age. But yeah, what if it was like a babushka, or maybe like a kid with some kind of condition, like specific condition, and it just makes them their silhouette like that way, and they just have a bigger head. Wow, that's so mean. And everyone has ever since. What if it actually was? And ever since 1977, they've been calling them a Dover demon. Man, that sucks. What? It was probably a melon head, aka cannibalistic human. What? Jesus. Sona, I'm in Poland and the time is 2:33. Yeah, I'm so sorry. Yeah, unfortunately, time zones don't really work. I'm in Taiwan, so yeah, it's morning for me. Okay, so imagine a monster legend spread through body shaming. I know. I've been thinking, like, I was researching and I was writing my notes, and I was just like, damn, what if it's actually a person with like specific body shape? You know, just like, oh, just very unusual body shape and maybe unusually big head, or like shaped, like a weirdly shaped head. And people started calling you the Dover demon. And maybe this person just likes walks at night. Maybe they just like lone walks at night. And then just ended up being a legend. Damn. That's horrible. Eric, thank you so much for being here. Take care. Okay, so let's get to, let's talk about the third encounter. So the third encounter was on April 22nd by 15-year-old Abby. And this was another brush with this strange creature. Abby was riding home with 18-year-old Will Tainter. I don't know. I'm sorry, that this is like off topic. That's not exactly about the creature, but a 15-year-old girl with an 18-year-old guy driving at night. I don't know. I'm not feeling this. I'm not feeling. I mean, okay, it's like a 3-year difference, but at the same time, just like, I don't know. I don't trust it. I don't trust these two. Oh, kids. Yeah, sketch, super sketch. Like at first, I know it's like technically 3 years. It's not that big of a difference. Like, oh, if you are like, oh, 20 and 23, not big of a difference. But 15 and 18, sketchy. Not siblings. Nope, definitely not siblings. Anyway, so Abby was riding home with 18-year-old Will. Who was, you know, he was driving when she noticed something unusual in the road ahead. As the car approached, Abby got a clear look at the creature, and what she described was as unsettling as the previous accounts. It had a large egg-shaped head, too big for its thin, spindly limbs, because, you know, the description was the same, right? Big head, kind of thin, spindly body. And this creature, as Abby described, it lacked any facial features aside from its eyes. So the eyes were like big, glowing, but it didn't really have a nose, ears, mouth. Like Abby didn't see that. She just saw those like eyes that were striking. They were round and glowing a vivid green. And Abby was actually very clear about this detail, even though it didn't match the orange glow described by Bill and John, you know, like the previous 2 times. Like she said, no. They weren't glowing orange, they were glowing green. So yeah, it was a little bit of a difference, right? But everything else matched. Like it was still, the creature still had big eyes, it still had this thin body and big head that was kind of egg-shaped or H-shaped. So everything else matched except for the eyes, the eye color. And Will, so her friend, also caught a fleeting glimpse of this creature, of the figure, though his description was less detailed. He recalled seeing something crouched in the road with a large head and a tan humanoid body. But he was like, yeah, it looked weird. It looked like a person, but not really a person. Like, oh, it looked it wasn't really an animal, or maybe it wasn't a hairless animal. It was something in the road. I just didn't see, but Abby saw it, so I believe her. The sighting was very, very brief, but it added another layer of mystery to the growing legend of the Dover demon. How could these 3 sightings, each describing a similar creature, occur in such a short span of time? Because it was just 24 hours, right? Like one night, April 21st, 1977, the next day, April 22nd, or the next night, April 22nd, right? Like it was just 24, 48 hours. And what could explain, you know, the glowing eyes that Abby insisted on, despite their like weirdness, the strangeness of the eyes? And yeah, like, oh, they were kind of the same as the previous sightings, but not really, because they were glowing green. Whatever Abby and Will saw that night, it left a mark on the strange history of this small Massachusetts town, a mystery that remains unsolved to this day. Okay, so what is the Dover demon exactly? What makes the Dover demon case so compelling that is now, it's how all 3 of these witnesses described something strikingly similar, a creature that seemed strangely human, but was definitely not human. It wasn't just an animal. Whatever it was, it felt uncanny. Uncanny Valley. Or maybe it was a human. I keep thinking about it. I keep thinking like, hey, 1977, maybe it was a human with like some condition, and it just, and people were just like, oh, monster. Or Father Christmas. No, wait. Father Christmas is elf. Wait. Oh my god, it's a weird monkey. No, like it was weird, right? Like, oh, it was humanoid shape, but not really. But then there is no like monkey that would have like be bald completely without any hair. Like there's no hairless monkeys really out there, unless it has some kind of condition like mangy or something, which by the way I'm gonna get to. Father Christmas, run for your life. Someone with a big head. Yeah, that's the sad part. I think I'm kind of like thinking, oh, maybe it was someone with a big head, and they just started, they just freaked out, and like maybe it was like some hobo. Who's to say there weren't like any hobos back in 1977? But yeah, maybe. And they just like, or just a person who likes walks at night, and they just, because maybe they can't go out during the day because everyone is calling them names because of their, you know, their head, the big head, like the big head. And yeah. Aw, that is such a sad anime backstory. What? Wait, I just made up an anime backstory that made me sad. Damn. Maybe they can't go out during the day because other kids are making fun of them, or people making fun of them for their big weirdly shaped head, and yeah, and they decided, oh, you know what, I'm not gonna bother people. I don't want to scare people during the day, and I don't want to be insulted all the time, so I'm just gonna take walks at night. At least I can come out. But then someone saw them and they started calling them the Dover demon. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, by the way, if you're watching Dan Da Dan, you know, the anime Dan Da Dan, they do have Dover demon, even though the Dover demon in Dan Da Dan looks very, very different. It's the mushroom guy. The mushroom head. Wait, Dan Da Dan. Dover demon. That's supposedly Mr. Mantis Shrimp. That was Dover demon in Dan Da Dan. So, yeah, if you mean, yeah, the boxing thing. Yeah. That's supposedly the Dover, their form, their version of Dover demon. Dover demon. Well, shit, this demon will be in my sleep. Hey. Yeah. But that's supposedly the one that was very loosely based on the Dover demon. Okay. So, of course, skeptics have tried to explain explain these sightings. Some suggested that the teens, perhaps under the influence of alcohol, misinterpreted what they saw, so maybe they did see an animal or a human. But William Bartlett, so the guy who first saw the Dover demon, he firmly denied this. While he admitted that him and his friends were out looking for beer that night, they never actually drank any. Sure, why do I not believe you? You are three teenage guys. in the middle of the night looking for beer and you didn't drink any. I mean, maybe I don't want to, yeah, like I don't want to accuse them, but at the same time, I'm just like, but you see how that is, that might be taken as like, yeah, with a grain of salt. Like if you, Sona, am I late? A little bit, yeah. Ian, hello. Sona, how are you doing? I realized this is the same guy from the Lost Tapes episode that I saw once. Yeah, Lost Tapes. This was the screenshot. It genuinely freaked me out when I was little. That was the thumbnail. The Lost Tapes. Oh no, we gave the beer to the Dover demon. That's how they lost the beer. Okay. So, you know, William Bartlett was just like, no, yeah, like we were out and we were kind of looking for a beer, but at the same time, like we didn't get any, we didn't drink any. So I was completely sober when I saw this thing. Others speculate that the creature might have been a foal or even a baby moose, but that also doesn't really add up. First of all, moose can't be, hadn't been seen in Dover for years by the time of the sightings. So in 1977, it's already been years since the last moose had been seen in Dover. Not to mention neither moose nor foals stand on their back legs. You know, they just stand on four legs. And they also don't really like perching on stone walls because they are not birds. They are moose. So they don't do that. And also moose is a fun word to pronounce, moose. Anyway, so yeah. This was one of the theories because of the shape of, you know, like moose. Wait, what's the plural form of moose? Is it just moose? Or is it like mooses? Mooses or meese? Wait, is it meese? Or is it mooses? Or is it just moose? Now I'm not sure. Just moose. Ah, okay. Meese. Mooses or meese. A moose. Meese is a moose on the wall. Yeah. Meese is a moose on the... Dang it, Sona. I wanted to say meese. Yeah, meese is a moose that's perched on a wall, and it's a moose from Dover. So let that mark that in your I don't know, notes. Okay. So yeah, this was one of the theories that because the moose have this like weirdly shaped head, maybe it was like a young moose, like a foal, and yeah, it somehow found its way. This was like the only moose that's been seen in Dover for the past however many years. And going back to William Bartlett, he said he knows what he saw, and this wasn't an animal or a human being. He did say this, quote, "This definitely wasn't a fox or any kind of animal. It was some kind of creature with long, thin fingers. It was more human-like in its form than animal. I've always tried to guess what it was, but I never had any idea. People who know me know I wouldn't make this up. And yet I have my doubts, because people... Okay, maybe you didn't make it up. Maybe you believe what you saw, but... I don't know. But you didn't really see what you think you saw." And years later, in 2006 interview with Boston Globe, Bartlett said the following, and he still insisted that he knew what he saw, he didn't make it up, and this was a true story. So he said this, "In a lot of ways, it's kind of embarrassing to me. I definitely saw something. It was definitely weird. I didn't make it up. Sometimes I wish I had." End quote. So William described another unsettling experience because, mind you, this was not over for him. There were more, like, he had another experience with the Dover demon the following year. So one night, he was sitting in a parked car with his girlfriend. I'm sorry, I'm quiet because I know what was happening in that car. I'm just like, oh, okay. Sitting in a car with his girlfriend just in the middle of the night, late at night, in a probably remote area. But yeah, anyway, I'm sorry, I have a dirty mind. Like, I'm just having dirty thoughts. So one night he was sitting in a parked car with his girlfriend when the quiet was interrupted by an unexpected thump. And Bartlett turned to see what had caused the noise and caught a glimpse of a small figure retreating into the shadows. The moment was so brief that it left him questioning whether the Dover demon had made a return appearance. So maybe the Dover demon came back to say hi, or vengeance. I don't know, vengeance for freaking out the last time. And the second incident didn't come with the same level of detail as his first encounter, obviously. Like, it was just kind of like a brief glance, like brief sighting of whatever it was, like the shadow figure. But it added another layer of mystery to the story. Could the creature still be lurking in the same area, right? Like the Farm Street area, or what was it? The oh god, I forgot the other road. But yeah, like there was another, right? Like another road that it was just cutting into Farm Street, and it's just, yeah, like it's just the same area. So maybe the creature is still lurking in the same area, waiting for another chance to be seen. Or was it just Bartlett's imagination playing tricks on him, fueled by the lingering memory of that strange night on Farm Street a year ago? Also, Joshua, thank you so much for another super demon messing up his game. I mean, a little bit. A little bit. Oh, also, I think I missed a super chat from Baxter. Just a thought, but it could be a hide behind. What is a hide behind? Wait, what? Wait, did I misunderstand something? Hide behind. Is it another creature? Maybe. Well, anyway, thank you so much for the super. And Puck, hi! Hey, it's been a while. Hey. Gotta do the hide behind. Wait, what is a hide behind? Am I missing something? But wait. Is it a game or what? Wait, hide behind. What is that? Oh, is it from Harry Potter? Oh shit. Or is it like a... Well, I can see that it's a hide behind is a like some kind of creature from Harry Potter universe, but maybe it's also another cryptid or another like mythical creature. Oh, never mind. It's a creature from American folklore. Never mind. Oh, cryptid. It's a lumberjack folk. Oh, see, I didn't know about this. But yeah, hide behind is a nocturnal fearsome critter from American folklore that preys upon humans that wander the woods. Oh, that makes so much sense. Yeah. And was blamed for the disappearances of early loggers when they failed to return to camp. Oh, I'm gonna save this. I'm saving this because I might actually talk about this. But I guess I can. They also like added it in the Harry Potter universe. I guess the Hogwarts lore. Nice. Okay, maybe it might have been the hide behind, also, or maybe it's just the same, right? Like the same thing. Dover demon, the rake, hide behind, because some people who believe in cryptids, they also say like, oh, this could have been a rake, this could have been a skinwalker, you know, like it's kind of the same humanoid shaped thin creature, but not really, because Dover demon has like that very characteristic head that's shaped like an 8 or like a melon or like like squash. Oh, squash. One of those squashes that are egg-shaped or 8-shaped. But yeah, it's very characteristic for the Dover demon. Interestingly, the mystery of the Dover demon may stretch back further than 1977. There's a lesser known account from 5 years earlier that could be connected to the ones from 1977. So in 1972, a man by the name Mark Sennett and his friends had an unusual experience while driving down Springdale Avenue in Dover. And mind you, Springdale Avenue also connects to this farm road. So there's Farm Road, or Farm Street, and here's the Springdale Avenue in Dover. And then later, like here is the third one, I forgot the name of that other road, but yeah, all of them just connect to this Farm Street. So Mark described seeing a small figure along the road. At the time, he wasn't actually sure what to make of it. Perhaps it was just an animal, but something about the sight stuck with him. enough that he would recall it years later when the Dover Demon sightings came to light. So this was in 1972. And then we had those 3 sightings in 1977. Was this just a coincidence, or could it have been an early encounter with the same creature that would terrify Will, John, and Abby? It's hard to say for certain, but the timeline and the location raise an intriguing possibility, because it's the same, right? Like the same kind of time of the day, it's at night, and then the same area, so Farm Street. It all focuses on that same area. The case later caught the attention of Lauren Coleman, a well-known cryptozoologist from Maine. Within a week of the sightings, Coleman had interviewed all 3 witnesses in 1977. His conclusion was that the Dover Demon was no ordinary cryptid or alien. And he said, quote, "We have a credible case over 25 hours by individuals who saw something." Unlike reports of Bigfoot, the Chupacabra, or even the infamous Roswell aliens, the Dover Demon didn't fit into any established category of the unexplained. It was very unique, a one-of-a-kind encounter that defied explanation. It does, however, remind me of another case, another cryptid that I actually have, like I've covered on this channel before. The 1955 sighting of goblin-like creatures in Hopkinsville, Kentucky. If you remember this case, I did cover it a while ago. If you don't remember, after the stream, you can go over to that other stream, the Hopkinsville Goblins in Kentucky, and watch it. It was crazy. It was crazy. It was a hot, like an entire night or 2 nights of shooting. Because the Hopkins, these like creatures, these little creatures, like the goblins, they attacked the family on a farm. Man, they really like farms. But they attacked the farm. It was like more than one creature. It wasn't just one creature. It was like multiple creatures. And the whole family was like shooting, like several men were like shooting at them. And it was a shootout that just lasted for hours and hours. And they were just shooting. Yeah, there was a lot of gunshots. And yeah, police arrived and the house was like shot at, you know, there were like gunshot marks on the house and just like everywhere. So yeah. Oh yeah, and mind you, Sable Eye is actually based on, it was inspired by these guys, by the Hopkinsville Goblins. That was the base, actually. That's how they designed Sable Eye and Pokemon, yeah. Alright. Yeah, there was a lot of pew-pews. There was a lot of pew-pew-pews that night. Okay, so these, you know, the Dover Demon or the Dover Demons, because I don't know if it's just one creature or more creatures, but they actually reminded me of the Hopkinsville Goblins, and these aliens slash creatures were also characterized by, you know, also very like characteristic by their big sized heads, you know, small bodies and big eyes with yellow slash orange glow to them. Coincidence? I think not. I was waiting to use this. Sorry, I had to use it. I know it was awkward, but still. Coincidence? I don't think so. So what makes the Dover Demon story even stranger is that it didn't really happen in isolation. The area around Dover, Massachusetts has long been a hotspot for unexplained phenomena. According to Coleman, to the cryptozoologist, the small town of Dover has collected its fair share of legends over the years. This wasn't the first time that something weird happened there. He said this: in the same area, you had 3 major legends going on: a sighting of the devil on horseback in the 1600s, tales of buried treasure, and then the Dover Demon. So I guess if people saw headless horseman of the apocalypse in Dover, maybe Dover is like the you know, Hawkins in Stranger Things. That's how the end of the world starts. Yeah. All right. That's a very nice vision. That's a very nice what is a word for it? Prospect. Very nice prospect. It all starts from Dover, Massachusetts. Hey. Okay. So I'm just looking at the chat. I miss Lost Tapes. Yeah, they did have an episode about the Dover Demon. It was insane. Lost Tapes are not real, by the way, but you know, it's kind of like, oh, it's kind of like dramatization, like drama, but shot as if it was real. Anyway, alien theory time. Yeah, alien theory, or just theory time. So let's list out some possible explanations for and the theories about the Dover demon. So one suggests that it could be an escaped exotic animal. The creature's like peached or brown colored skin and long lips, not limbs. Oh yes, me mispronouncing things at the worst moment possible. Limbs, not lips. Long lips. Just the creature got a lot of filler, and that's why they have. And then they dissolved said filler, so their lips are long now. Yeah, 2024, everyone. TikTok fillers, long lips. TikTok filler time. Jesus. Sona's thinking about kissing the demon. Yeah, very kissable, for sure. Okay, so the creature's long limbs have led to speculation that it could have been an animal like a primate or some type of hairless new animal species or hairless animal species. And a very good candidate for this, I thought, was like an orangutan or a bear with manji. So a manjit or manji bear. Like they actually look fairly similar. And actually this bear, like if you see it at, like in the dark, sometimes at certain angles you can't see its ears, which makes sense because his head is kind of egg-shaped or age-shaped. So it actually looks very legit. Some people theorize that the sightings were simply a prank played by the teenagers involved. However, the consistent and separate descriptions, because those teenagers did not really know each other, they didn't really hang out together. They didn't have time to, you know, like get their stories straight. You know, just like align their stories. So these like consistent and separate descriptions from 3 different witnesses make this explanation less likely that it was a prank. Another theory is stress. Stress, fear, or even, you know, suggestibility might have led the witnesses to misinterpret shadows or natural phenomena such as like animals as something extraordinary. And William Bartlett, I keep mixing it with John Baxter. So William Bartlett later admitted that he was deeply shaken after the sighting, and he possibly amplified his perception of the event. Like he was just saying like, yes, I was very stressed, I was pretty shaken after that, and maybe my mind was playing tricks on me, and I remember something that simply wasn't true, or like, you know, it wasn't as dramatic as I think it was, but I saw something. Like he was still very clear, like, oh, I saw something strange, but it might have not been as scary as I think it was. But yeah, you know, Dover's history of eerie legends may have played a role in how the witnesses interpreted what they saw, right? Because they've known about the headless horseman or horse rider. Wait, what was it? Horseman, I guess. Oh, devil on the horseback in 1600. So they knew about those sightings. They knew about the other, like the treasures, the different legends from that same area. And it's possible that this kind of amplified their perception of something unusual on the road at night, right? So a combination of local stories and a fleeting encounter with an animal could have led to the creation of the Dover demon legend. The 3 sightings occurred within 25 hours, but none of the witnesses saw the creature for more than a few seconds. And some skeptics suggest that these brief encounters were simply coincidental misinterpretations of ordinary events or ordinary animals. While none of these theories fully explain the Dover demon, the case remains one of cryptozoology's most enduring mysteries. So if you ever find yourself driving down Farm Street in Dover late at night, be sure to bring a friend. Do not stop the car, for God's sakes. Don't get out of the car. Don't linger around too long to like see something, because you might die. you know, yeah, you need bring a friend because you need a witness to the insanity, because who knows what might be waiting in the shadows, who knows what you might see there. But at the same time, don't go chasing Dover demons. Stick to the rivers and lakes, you know, or something, whatever the song, however the song goes. Oh my god, that was a good case. That's it. This is the end of the case. What do you guys think? Was it a demon? Was it a ghost? Was it an alien? Or was it just a poor, you know, person with some specific condition? Or maybe a bear that also has manji or something. Don't go chasing waterfalls. Now in this case, it's don't go chasing Dover demons. Stick to Bigfoot. I don't know. Stick to the ones that were kind of like more reliable. Bigfoot, Nessie, more common. Just stick to those. It was a hairless bear, I bet. Yeah, like the bear is very convincing, right? Like the bear is actually the most, like to me it's the most kind of convincing theory that, hey, it was a hairless bear that just had the manji or whatever, and yeah, it lost its hair, and it just, you saw it at an angle where you couldn't see its ears, so that's why it looked very strange. Fear. So, angry mob. What did we learn? Angry mob. Hug the Dover demon. Fear. No! Don't! Hug the Dover demon. Don't! And also, don't go out. Stay home. It's safe. It's safe at home. It's scary outside. And yeah, like to survive. Survival 101. Don't go out. I'm gonna go pet it. Don't pet that dog. Can I pet that dog? No. No, you may not. Why? You want to lose an arm? Hug it, Jesus Christ. You guys have learned nothing. Kiss the Dover demon guy. Kiss it on its long lips. Kiss it on its long filled, you know, TikTok filler lips. Yes, that's exactly what you should do. Sona, look up melon heads. Oh, okay, wait. Melon heads. Oh, it's from Ohio, Michigan. Okay, saving that one too. Melon heads. In American folklore of Ohio, Michigan. Ohio, Michigan, yes. Ohio, Michigan, and Connecticut. Melon heads, I thought it was just Michigan for some reason. Ohio, Michigan, and Connecticut. Melon heads are beings generally described as small humanoids with bulbous heads. Oh, so it is, yeah, it's very similar, who occasionally emerge from hiding places to attack people. Different variations of the legend attribute different origins to the entities. Also, thank you to Baxter for another super. Hey, we learn I have one heck of an origin story. Hey. We've learned that Baxter's origin story was Dover demon. That's it. Melon heads, what? Yeah, melon heads. Gonna pet that dog? No! Guys, guess who I found carrying a Dover demon? Can we keep it? No, you may not. What the fuck? Don't go getting Dover demons out there, or Hopkinsville goblins, or hide behinds, or melon heads. Jesus, how about get a dog? Get a cat, get a hamster. Hamster is interesting. Okay, you guys, thank you so much for today. I hope you enjoyed the case. I hope you enjoyed the story. I found it very interesting. You know what? Like, it was fun, and I'm glad that it reminded, you know, like, I'm glad I could make the connection to the Hopkinsville goblins, because that was very interesting too. So if you're curious about that one, you can go to my Cryptid Files playlist, and you should be able to find the Hopkinsville goblins, you know, on the playlist. So yeah, watch that one. It was crazy. It was just a shootout for like 2 nights straight, and a lot of pew-pews. A lot of pew-pews were pew-pewed. Yeah. All right, guys, thank you so much for today, and thank you for 2024. Another great year, and I hope 2025 is only gonna be better. So I'm just gonna wish you again happy holidays and happy new year, because I mean, I'm gonna post on social media. I might actually do like a Twitter space while I'm on my trip. So yeah, like while I'm on my trip, I might, you know, I'm not gonna post on YouTube, but I might do a kind of Twitter podcast space just to update you guys if I'm alive, if I'm dead, if I got mugged, I mean, I hope not because New York, but you know, I'm a little concerned. I hope I'll survive. I'll survive. I'll stay safe. I'm gonna try my best to stay safe and come back in one piece. Happy New Year, Fear. Let's go into the next year clapping moth cheeks and burning torches. Jesus. What a glorious March that would be. Happy New Year, Sona. Here's to 2025. Yeah, here's to 2025. Thanks for the stream, Sona. You're welcome, Melissa, and good luck in New Year. Remember to be careful in New York and watch out for pickpocketers. I will be careful. I'll watch out. Thank you so much. And yeah, that's Kanta, what the fuck? See you next year. Fabian, thank you so much, and Tricky Girl Gaming, thank you so much for being here. Thank you guys, thank you all so much for listening to the case, and yeah, again, happy New Year. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of 2024, and yeah, I'll see you guys in 2025. So yeah, stay safe out there for the last time in 2024. Stay safe out there. Always lock your doors and windows. Bury your hexes. Until the next time. Bye. Joshua, thank you so much for another super. I would invite the demon to my place if it needs to. What? Okay, fun fact. I don't know if this is actually a fun fact, but every human being shares 99% of their DNA with every other human being. Sweet home Alabama. Brothers, sisters. Oh my god. Sweet, sweet home Alabama. Okay, that's it. That's it. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you next time. I'll see you next year. Bye.